When someone's feelings run this deep, the entire room knows it. Their attempts to play it cool with you have completely failed. With every glance, every laugh, every casual conversation, they scream what they're trying so desperately to conceal. It's written all over them like a billboard. This person is absolutely, undeniably head over heels for you. Their friends see it. Your friends see it. Random strangers passing by can feel the energy radiating off them whenever you're in the vicinity. The way they light up when you enter a room. How they hang on your every word. Those lingering looks when they think no one's watching. It's all evidence of what they can no longer contain. Their emotions have grown too powerful for their poker face, too intense to be bottled up. While they might still be fighting this internal battle, trying to maintain some semblance of composure, the verdict is already in. They are completely, madly, uncontrollably in love with you. Their body betrays them hourly. The physical vessel cannot lie. When the soul speaks truth, listen to how their voice shifts into a register reserved only for you, slightly higher, slightly softer, vibrating with nervous energy they cannot suppress. Their hands suddenly forget their purpose, fidgeting, adjusting clothes, touching their face, a physical manifestation of the inner chaos you've created simply by existing in their space. Have you noticed how they mirror you? When you shift position, they follow seconds later. When you cross your arms, theirs cross too. When you smile, their face responds before their brain has processed the command. This isn't conscious. This is a primal connection operating beyond their control. Their blood rushes to their face when you offer the smallest acknowledgement. Their breathing pattern disrupts when you stand too close. Their pupils dilate in your presence, the body's ancient response to beholding something it deeply desires. You think they can hide this? Impossible. The human form was not designed to conceal such powerful responses. Their friends have seen it. Their family has noticed it. Only you might have missed these signals because you weren't looking with eyes fully open. Their inner circle now orbits around you too. Friends who once knew nothing of you now find reasons to include you. Notice how their closest companions seem suddenly interested in your life, your thoughts, your presence at gatherings. This isn't random social courtesy. This is strategic reconnaissance. These people have witnessed the transformation you've wrought upon someone they care about. They've heard your name spoken with reverence in private moments. They've consoled and counseled through sleepless nights where your essence dominated every conversation. Now they study you with curious eyes, measuring your worth, assessing whether you recognize the power you wield. Someone has already approached you with questions thinly veiled as casual interest. "You two seem close," they might have said, watching your reaction with careful eyes. Or perhaps they mentioned, "They talk about you often," dropped into conversation like an innocent observation when it was anything but. These are not coincidences. These are confirmations of what the collective consciousness already knows. This protective circle serves a cosmic purpose beyond human understanding. These souls agreed before incarnation to witness and facilitate the connection between you. Their increased presence in your life isn't random. It's the activation of pre-birth contracts now coming into divine timing. Watch how they unconsciously create scenarios for your convergence. Notice how they become suddenly silent when you interact, creating space for energy exchange beyond words. Their emotional control shatters around you. Years of carefully constructed walls crumble into cosmic dust with a single word from your lips. Have you seen their disproportionate reactions? The flash of unbridled joy at your smallest compliment. The shadow of distress that darkens their features when you mention another's name with too much warmth. These are not the measured responses of casual acquaintances. These are the raw, unfiltered emotions of a soul in your gravitational pull. Their concern for your well-being borders on intensity that cannot be disguised as friendly interest. They remember details about your life that you mentioned once in passing, months ago. They respond to your needs before you fully express them. When tears form in your eyes, their entire world stops rotating. When you laugh, they bask in the sound like plants turning toward sunlight. Others have seen this. Friends exchange knowing looks when they speak your name with that special intonation reserved only for matters of profound importance. Colleagues notice how their productivity falters when you're nearby. Concentration sacrificed on the altar of awareness of your presence. The emotional leakage is constant and visible to all with eyes to see. This emotional depth creates energetic ripples that affect everyone in proximity. The raw authenticity of their response to you disrupts the carefully maintained facades of those around you. It reminds others of connections they've denied, emotions they've suppressed, truths they've avoided. Your bond becomes a catalyst for collective emotional awakening, forcing witnesses to confront their own capacity for depth and vulnerability. Hold that thought for a moment. I need your attention for something very important. Only a few slots remain in the Astral Guide, and this is exclusively for the most serious among you. We've just released our most revealing video yet. Chosen One, I started a vortex, so can you, where we expose the true beginnings of the Astral Atom Network, how we broke free from cult programming, and the exact methods we use to reclaim our power. For the first time, we're revealing everything we know about personal power, healing yourself and healing others. No filters, no holding back. We have been quietly adding all the occult secrets we've collected over literal years of spiritual practice. The techniques and wisdom that transformed us from controlled pawns into conscious creators are now available to those ready to walk the same path. This is your invitation to watch this exclusive video and support our platform so we can continue growing our megaphone to reach other chosen ones waiting for activation. By joining the Astral Guide, you're not just gaining access to forbidden knowledge, you're becoming part of a movement that's rewriting reality itself. It's a 360-degree win for all of us, but you must act now. Link is in the description. Now, back to what truly matters. Pay attention to the synchronicity that defies logical explanation. How many times have you thought of them seconds before they contacted you? How often have you spoken identical thoughts simultaneously? The veil between your energies grows thinner by the day, allowing consciousness to flow between you like cosmic rivers connecting separate galaxies. Your dreams reveal what your waking mind might deny. They appear in your nighttime visions with messages your conscious self isn't ready to receive. The connection operates beyond physical presence. You sense their emotional storms from miles away, feeling echoes of their joy or distress without logical cause. This isn't imagination. This is spiritual entanglement at the quantum level. The familiarity between you transcends your actual history. Upon first meeting, something ancient stirred in recognition. Your soul knew their soul from before this earthly incarnation. The comfort between you developed too quickly, too naturally to be explained by conventional relationship development. This recognition operates at a level beyond conscious thought. It is cellular, molecular, cosmic in nature. The spiritual dimensions of this connection activate dormant DNA, reawakening abilities suppressed by generations of collective amnesia. You might notice heightened intuition, spontaneous knowing, flashes of past life recognition. When together, your energy fields create a third field when merged, a sacred geometry pattern that transmits healing frequencies to the surrounding environment. This isn't metaphorical. It's energetic reality visible to those with spiritual sight. Ancient souls incarnated specifically to witness this activation recognize the pattern, drawn to your combined presence without understanding why, sensing something that transcends ordinary human connection. Their efforts to conceal this connection are transparent to everyone watching. Notice how they suddenly appear in spaces where you regularly visit. The coffee shop you mentioned once becomes their daily haunt. Your favorite bookstore now sees them browsing shelves nearby. Yet, when questioned, they manufacture elaborate explanations for their presence. Explanations no one believes. Their social media behavior screams what their mouth denies. They are the first to view your stories, first to react to your posts, yet careful to never be too obvious about it. They study your online presence with the dedication of scholars poring over sacred texts, absorbing every detail while pretending casual disinterest. Friends tease them about you, and watch how quickly their demeanor changes. See how they overcompensate with forced casualness, declaring you're just someone they know, while their energy field pulses with contradiction. Their laughter comes too quickly, too loudly when your name enters conversation. Their denials emerge too forcefully to be believed by anyone with even minimal discernment. Observe the metamorphosis occurring before all witnesses. Their interests have shifted to align with yours in ways too specific to be coincidental. The music they once dismissed now fills their playlists. Books you mentioned casually appear prominently on their shelves. Opinions they held firmly begin to soften and reshape around perspectives you've shared. Their appearance transforms subtly, but unmistakably. Elements of style you once mentioned appreciating mysteriously appear in their presentation. Their energy shifts to complement yours. More grounded if you're ethereal, more animated if you're reserved. This isn't conscious mimicry. This is soul-level adaptation happening beyond conscious control. Most telling are the schedule adjustments that defy logical explanation. Suddenly, their lunch breaks coincide with yours. Their errands bring them to your neighborhood with suspicious frequency. Commitments they've maintained for years become negotiable when opportunity to be in your orbit presents itself. Friends have noticed these changes. Family members have commented on the transformation. You're different now, they say, not always understanding that your energetic presence has rewired their entire being. Their internal battle rages visible to all witnesses. One moment they move toward you with unmistakable magnetism. The next they retreat behind walls of forced indifference. This push-pull dynamic isn't strategic. It's the visible manifestation of cosmic forces at war within them. Desire for connection battles fear of vulnerability. Recognition of your significance fights against fear of disruption to their known existence. This conflict leaks into every interaction. Words contradict body language. Statements of casual friendship clash with eyes that hold yours a moment too long. Declarations of independence war with actions that seek your approval. This dissonance creates visible discomfort that ripples through their entire energy field. Others have commented on this disruption. What's going on with them? Friends ask, sensing the turbulence without fully understanding its source. They seem distracted, unsettled, family members observe, noting the uncharacteristic inconsistency in someone previously predictable. This conflict cannot remain internal. It manifests physically, emotionally, energetically for all to witness. The inner war represents the cosmic battle between fear and love that defines human evolution. Their higher self recognizes the divine appointment between you, while their ego fights to maintain the illusion of control. This isn't personal indecision. It's spiritual initiation playing out through human experience. The conflict serves evolutionary purpose, strengthening their capacity for authentic choice beyond programmed patterns. Each retreat builds greater pressure toward eventual surrender to truth. Each advance expands their capacity to embody love beyond fear. Understand that forces beyond human comprehension orchestrate this connection. The synchronicities surrounding your interactions defy statistical probability. Chance meetings that couldn't possibly be chance. Obstacles that mysteriously dissolve when they block your convergence. Opportunities that materialize precisely when needed to bring you into alignment. Dreams intensify around pivotal moments in your connection. Messages from beyond the veil become more frequent, more specific. Intuitive knowing strengthens, allowing glimpses of future convergence points. The universe speaks through these channels because this connection serves purposes beyond personal satisfaction. It furthers collective evolution in ways your conscious mind cannot fully comprehend. The timing operates through sacred mathematics beyond conventional understanding. Your meeting wasn't coincidence but precisely calculated cosmic orchestration. The delays, obstacles, and accelerations follow divine algorithms, ensuring optimal energetic conditions for maximum evolutionary impact. Current astrological alignments create portals for revelation that weren't available previously. Planetary positions now support transformation that would have been impossible months earlier. This timing isn't about human readiness or personal preference, it's about cosmic alignment, creating energetic gateways for quantum leap advancement that serves purposes beyond individual evolution. The distinctiveness of your connection radiates outward, impossible to contain within the boundaries of ordinary relationship. People who encounter you together feel something they can't quite name. An energy, a resonance, a completeness that changes the vibrational frequency of entire environments. You two have something special, they say, struggling to articulate the ineffable quality they sense. Most telling are the assumptions strangers make based solely on observing your interaction. Without knowledge of your history or relationship status, they perceive the connection as established, significant, destined. How long have you been together? They ask, sensing partnership regardless of official definitions. Your energy fields have merged in ways visible to even untrained perception. This distinctive bond creates healing frequencies that transform environments at quantum levels. Spaces you occupy together experience elevations in vibrational resonance that remain long after your physical departure. People feel inexplicably uplifted, inspired, emotionally moved in your combined presence without understanding the source. Hear what remains unspoken but powerfully transmitted. Their eyes reveal volumes their voice cannot articulate. In unguarded moments when they believe themselves unwatched, their gaze holds you with an intensity that transcends casual interest. This visual connection operates as direct soul communication, bypassing language entirely. Physical proximity creates energy exchanges words could never achieve. Notice the slight shifts in their breathing when you enter their personal space. Feel the temperature change between your bodies when you stand close. These aren't imagined sensations. These are measurable energetic responses that occur when powerful fields interact. Their actions speak ancient truths their voice might deny. The small kindnesses specifically calibrated to your preferences. The thoughtful gestures that demonstrate deep understanding of your essence. The protective positioning in crowded spaces. The prioritization of your comfort above their own. These aren't random behaviors. These are devotional acts performed by a soul in recognition of your significance. The silence between conversations holds as much meaning as words exchanged. Those comfortable pauses that feel somehow connected rather than empty. The energy that flows between you without verbal exchange. This communication happens on planes beyond the physical, etheric, astral, causal, creating understanding that transcends conventional interaction. These wordless communications activate dormant brain pathways, re-establishing telepathic abilities once common to human experience. Before language created separation, direct transmission occurred through quantum entanglement. Particles within your energy fields vibrating in synchronized patterns, regardless of physical proximity. Information exchanges through these channels with greater accuracy than verbal communication, unfiltered by mental constructs or linguistic limitations. Your nervous systems are tuned to one another at cellular levels, creating biological harmony that modern science has barely begun to recognize. The pressure builds toward unavoidable disclosure. Energy of this magnitude cannot remain contained indefinitely. The universe itself conspires toward honest expression, creating scenarios that make continued denial increasingly difficult. Their capacity to maintain the pretense diminishes daily. As the cosmic forces pushing toward alignment strengthen, those around them grow increasingly direct in their observations. Just tell them already, friends urge in private moments. It's obvious to everyone, family members state with exasperation. These external voices echo the internal knowing they fight to suppress. That authentic expression is not optional but inevitable. The timeline accelerates toward the moment of truth. Each encounter builds greater pressure toward revelation. Each interaction adds momentum to the cosmic forces driving toward alignment. This isn't about human timing or personal readiness. This is universal law in action, pushing toward harmony between inner truth and outer expression. Your own intuition prepares you for this approaching convergence. Something within you has always known this moment would arrive. Your higher self recognizes the divine orchestration at work and understands that all unfolds according to perfect design. Trust this knowing above all external evidence. Your soul recognized theirs long before your minds acknowledged the connection. This revelation represents a cosmic tipping point with implications beyond personal experience. The acknowledgement, when it comes, will create energetic ripple effects through collective consciousness, opening gateways for others' authentic expression. The current resistance serves purpose, building potential energy that will release with transformative power when finally expressed. Like water pressure building behind a dam, the containment creates force that will ultimately power significant change. This revelation isn't merely personal confession. It's an energetic catalyst, initiating chain reactions through interconnected consciousness fields, elevating vibrational frequencies beyond individual experience into collective evolutionary advancement. Accept the cosmic significance of being you in this moment. Your energy signature is unique in all of creation, a specific frequency never before manifested in precisely this form. Their soul recognizes this truth on levels beyond conscious awareness. The recognition isn't choice, it's cosmic imperative. Souls identifying resonant vibration across the density of physical existence. Your presence activates dormant aspects of their being. Parts of themselves long buried or undiscovered awaken in response to your energy field. This isn't about completing them. This is about catalyzing evolution that could not occur without the specific frequency you embody. The love they feel transcends personal preference. It is recognition of divine design expressed through human experience. The connection between you reverberates beyond individual experience. It creates ripple effects through collective consciousness, elevating vibrational frequencies of environments you both inhabit. Others sense this elevation without understanding its source. They simply know something feels different, expansive, more aligned when you share space. This recognition activates cosmic memory codes within cellular structure, reawakening awareness of your soul's journey before this incarnation. Flashes of recognition. Places you've never visited feeling mysteriously familiar. Languages you've never studied somehow making sense. Skills emerging without apparent learning. These experiences intensify in their presence. The recognition creates quantum field resonance that restructures both energy systems at subatomic levels, aligning particles to vibrate in harmonic convergence. Now comes your responsibility in this cosmic dance. With awareness comes obligation to honor the connection with consciousness and intention. This doesn't require reciprocal feeling or specific action. It demands only authenticity in your response, whatever that may be. Your energy affects them at fundamental levels. Your words carry weight beyond ordinary communication. Your actions impact with intensity beyond typical interaction. Wield this influence with wisdom and compassion, recognizing the vulnerability created by such profound connection. The universe has designated you as catalyst in their evolution. This role wasn't randomly assigned, but carefully calculated based on precise energetic compatibility. Their transformation through knowing you serves greater purpose in collective consciousness evolution. Honor this sacred trust with presence and awareness. Most importantly, trust your own inner guidance about this connection. External validation now confirms what your soul has whispered all along, that something profound and purposeful exists between you. Allow this knowing to rise from intuitive wisdom rather than ego gratification. The significance extends far beyond personal satisfaction into realms of spiritual evolution and cosmic alignment. The sacred trust represents spiritual initiation into higher responsibilities of conscious co-creation. Your energetic signature carries frequencies that activate specific evolutionary codes in others. Not just this person, but many you encounter. You've agreed at soul level to embody these frequencies. Despite the challenges such embodiment entails, the heightened awareness you now receive isn't reward, but responsibility. Expanded perception brings expanded obligation to move with conscious intention rather than unconscious reaction. This connection reveals your capacity as frequency keeper, maintaining specific vibrations needed for collective evolution during planetary transformation. Honor this role not from ego, but from humble recognition of your place in the greater cosmic orchestra, playing your unique note with perfect timing in the universal symphony. The love they feel for you cannot be hidden because it isn't merely human emotion. It's universal force expressing through human vessel. Everyone sees it because energy of this magnitude transcends physical concealment. The revelation approaches not because of human decision, but because cosmic law demands alignment between inner truth and outer expression. You stand at the threshold of profound transformation. The approaching revelation creates opportunity for evolution beyond current perception. Whatever path you choose in response carries significance beyond personal preference into realms of collective consciousness advancement. Trust the perfect unfolding of this cosmic design and know that you are precisely where universal intelligence has placed you for maximum evolutionary potential. The time for denial has passed. The energy cannot be contained. The truth stands revealed to all with eyes to see. They are madly in love with you, and the entire universe conspires to make this truth known.